If you wanted to join my Discord, I'm going to be in the Twitch VC chat, chatting to myself.
Good evening, Speedgaming. We've got an awesome match tonight. The, third match now of our tournament? And tonight we have Leaf and Zero in the in an awesome match here. And this is the Crystalis Randomizer. And I'm joined tonight by Just Chris and Code Gorilla on tracking. I think we're ready to go. We need to get a ready here from Zero. How are you doing tonight, Chris?
I'm doing fine. This is my first ever comm, so please be gentle.
So everything's looking good. We need to get a ready in our race time room from Zero. And this is we're just starting the tournament. This is the first race for like everyone, so we're still figuring all this out. As soon as Zero is ready, we can start this match. Let me see if I can ping him. Okay, we've got it ready. So we can drop this and start going.
The gate is dropped.
All right. Okay, so Crystalis Randomizer. This is an awesome rando of one of my favorite games, and it's also pretty complicated. And these flags that we're playing in the rando are not going easy. In fact, we've got this fairly freaky flag called Wild Warp. And the Wild Warp is not only wild, it's randomized. So the Wild Warp takes you to different places throughout the game, and you can do it with simply a button press on your controller. And there are between 4 and 15 spots you can go to. And I'm approving of acts of Zero's name here. I'm not sure what he's thinking, but all right. It looks like we're off. All right. So we start out in Leaf every time, but we can go lots of different places from here. The first check there gives you an item, and you also get $100 of money. It looks like Leaf's going to take that. Where's he going now? He's going to go... Because we got 2 consumables.
No, we got.
Oh no, the second one was an orb. Looks like Leaf is going to go... They are going to go talk to... Zebu? I think we're... Okay, we're getting the delay synced up here. Yeah, so Leaf is going to talk to Zebu. I mean, this is something that you have to get done, but you don't always need to do this check. So it's good information, and you get to talk to Zebu, and you get the information on that wall, because all of the walls are randomized. All right, let's see our Wild Warp spots. This is where it gets interesting. Okay, where are we here? This looks
like
Saber North, right?
Yeah. No. I thought it was Hydra.
Hydra. And this is also Hydra, right? Yeah. This is the chest on Hydra. Okay. And that's the hazmat suit. That's actually interesting because the hazmat suit lets us walk through swamps. Including, so there's a swamp, but there's not anything on the other side of that. Wait, and what was that? Was that Asena's chamber?
Yes, it was.
Kind of it's gotta be, because yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen a warp point there. Have you?
Maybe. I play this game too much and they all bleed together.
So that could mean. So wait, but you still
So
got to
unless
be
they get
able to
flight-
have. That's
Yeah,
but like, you would still have to, in order to talk to. You have to get the message, the answering machine message, in order to get Asina there, right? So you're gonna have to have the water sword or flight to get there anyway. So having but it does get you. Well, no, you don't even get access to Portoa, right? Because
No,
without
you get
the water sword,
Right.
yeah.
It's just a dead
Okay.
end to make you shake your head. So this is
Okay, so
Oasis
anyway,
Cave.
yeah, Leaf's in Oasis Cave here.
Zero's still on Hydra.
Fruit of Power. Oh, okay. Not very useful in the beginning. So we've got a bunch of different consumable items. Some of them are going to restore HP. Some restore your MP, and that's the Fruit of Power is one of those. Then we have the warp boots that let you warp to towns. We have a wild warp. The wild warp goes to our different locations, and we can just do that with a key press. But those locations might not be convenient for some things. And if we've got an access to a town, then that might be a better spot than using one of our wild warp points.
Well, I think
So
Leaf's in
we're
one of
going to
the
want
favorites.
to have a lot of spots for that. Okay, Zero also going into the Oasis Cave here. Leaf heading up to... Let's see, this is... This is Saber North. I'm not sure what they intend to get here, because they don't have the sword.
But they couldn't escape. They can go down the big slide and get to the.
They can, yeah. That's
just
I
like
guess
they're
that's
doing
right.
now. So the plains that has Bryn Mawr and Oak is accessible this way.
Yes. So with this light loadout and these guards,
Well, I hope
like
we
this could be
stop by
like
the checkpoint. There we go. They got a new checkpoint.
all right. So if they die here, so with the hazmat suit, they can walk through the swamp without taking damage, and they can also walk through this swamp without taking damage.
Oh, they set another checkpoint in case they get hit by
Okay.
a tomato.
So this game has like a checkpoint system where it's sort of like a soft save. If you just so much as walk into a new area, it sets a checkpoint, and then when you hit continue like this, you end up there. It looks like Leaf is out of medical herbs or didn't get any in the beginning. Wait, Leaf's
I think
going the
they're
wrong
heading for
way
the
here. This
insect
is
area. Yeah.
So what we're going for here, Leaf wants to go to the town of Oak, which is sort of this town where there's like dwarf people, and just going into this town and putting it on your warp list sets it's an important trigger that will let you get another item in a little bit
Zero's
here.
coming down Saber North, so he's not too far behind. And right now they've got, one check in the grass of this area, and then one check to
That's
do the
right,
fight
yeah.
with Tom.
Now Leaf's found something. He's got 2 scaling, so he found something that Zero didn't, but I'm not sure exactly what it is here. Oh, and
Zero
Leaf's...
Zero has the hazmat, right?
Yeah, Zero has hazmat. Oh, actually, I don't
wearing
know. Maybe he didn't.
Yeah, I don't think Zero picked up the hazmat suit.
Right. Yeah, he's taking damage here. Probably hoping he gets it here, but it's not.
So Akahana
That was
a lamp. And now Leaf is exploiting a bug in the vanilla version of the game where if there's an empty spot in the store, you can quickly move the cursor over and get the adjacent thing for $0.
he should probably top off his HP here though. Like, he can steal a medical herb, so, you know, he can just get a free medical herb and then heal
Yeah,
himself.
you got plenty of boots and herbs.
So the way this glitch works is that you can, if you move your cursor real fast and then hit A, you can swap the prices. So if you have a blank spot and you do it, you get it for free. And then another glitch here. Oh, Sword of Water. And that with the storm bracelet for Tornell on the mountain. So another glitch is if you use the warp boots in the middle of this fight and you go to certain towns, you warp out, it checks your, it sees that the fight's over, and then it checks your Y position. And it says, well, your Y position is at a certain level, so you won the fight, right? Because if you won the fight, you would be at the top. If you lost the fight, you'd be at the bottom. Stom would have pushed you to the bottom. And but you warp out to certain towns, your Y position is at a certain level.
Including the default town of Leaf.
Yeah.
So what Zero needs to do is either load up on a bunch of herbs and make a hell run through the swamp to hit the Oak Town, because you have to do that before you can trigger the Stom fight, or he's got to go and find his hazmat suit.
What's that? It's definitely a place that he can reach. Maybe... Was it in Hydra here?
Hazmat suit was in Hydra, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. And now Leaf
So
should
there
remember
is-
his wild warp spot. And there's his hazmat for Zero.
What's Zero? You can't beat Bert, Zero.
And the Sword of Fire.
Sword
is
of
on the
Fire.
Angry Sea.
Wow. Okay. So that the hint there, if you get the statue and you calm the Angry Sea, you can get the Sword of Fire. Asina gives you a little hint here. Now in the vanilla game, you could like fly or ghetto flight around the around that check, and you would get it. But that's been patched out. Now you really do have to actually calm the sea by putting the statue on there. Olmec head. Okay. So the fact that the boat owner is in the house means that we have the shell flute. So all of our items are unidentified. They'll have funny names. But we know that one of them...
Recorder.
Yeah.
So the recorder's the shelf loop.
Okay.
When you
Zero
that,
picked
you
up
get
his...
to-
Oh. Zero slimed. The slime status, like, you move real slowly, but if you just swap to another screen, it automatically goes away.
Oh, we should probably mention, for those unaware of how you beat this game, you gotta get the 4 swords and defeat all the bosses. 3 of them twice. 2 of them
That's
once.
right.
And then you can finally go up against the big bad. And for this one, we're gonna need all 3 bows, as well as the spell of flight. So that's all on the tracker. For that Sword of Fire you get from calming the sea, they have to do that to beat the game.
Now, the Sword of Water that we got is one of the swords. It's probably like the sword that opens up the most, because it's always the sword that gets used for making water bridges, these ice bridges over water. Leaf taking, buying, or stealing a lot of good stuff from the shop. This shop has like the best armor. So he gets the best armor, the best shields, and they also sell for a lot of money. So he can actually take that into town here. He can take this armor that he doesn't need. He got extra copies. He can equip 1 copy because it's really good, and then he can sell the other copies and make a ton of money. And now he'll be able to buy items for really cheap for the rest of the game, pretty much. I mean, $10,000 of money. He did not actually equip this armor, though.
I didn't realize one of the warp points is riding the boat, so I thought Zero had already gotten both the flute and the trade-in item.
Ah, okay. Okay, so let's see. Where is Leaf going now? Did they get a key?
Oh, I
Or
don't think
no,
he realizes
okay.
the recorder he got is the shelf loop.
He didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As you said earlier, the old man by the boathouse wouldn't appear unless
that's
you had the
right.
shelf loop.
Yeah. So apparently they didn't realize that.
And so now they're going to see if it's the insect loop.
Oh. Okay. So this will be something we'll have to ask them. They didn't know this when because they went into the they specifically went to the boathouse. This is giving Zero. This is like a little bit of a miss here. That's giving Zero some time to catch up. So what else is open to Leaf? They could be going.
The Oasis Cave Bridges and the...
That's right.
Goa
Foglamp Cave. I don't think we've seen a check to Foglamp Cave or Crystalis Cave.
We've checked Foglamp because it's one of their Wild Warp spots, but not Carissa.
Okay.
I think Leaf went to Waterfall, but I could be mistaken.
I think you're right, yeah. I think we checked Waterfall.
And I don't think either's been to the Amazon town, where there's one check behind the Queen.
Okay. And the... Zero buying a lot of equipment, so he got some free armor and shields, but he can get to Chiron where there's much better stuff. Okay, now Leaf, so this is, what, Hydra? No, this is...
Saber West.
Okay.
Right?
No, it's gotta be Saber North, I think.
No, I'm right.
Yeah, this is Saber North.
What? Am I backwards? Yep, I'm backwards.
Yeah, that passageway between the two...
Oh, get it, Leaf.
Oh no!
Oh, it's nothing.
What a... Oh...
So one of the things I'll note, real quick, this is Code Gorilla chiming in here. When we were setting up the flags for this tournament, because I'm helping organize this tournament, Matrix suggested that, hey, we should use the Wild Warp Seed, because that's, different from what we've done in other tournaments, and we should also use this random palettes and random music flags. And I wasn't sold at first, but then I played with it a little bit, and this is exactly why you use that stuff, because it makes it so much harder to actually tell where you are, and so the skill of figuring out where you are when you wild warp somewhere randomly is really interesting.
Yeah, in the vanilla game, if you had a second player controller, there was a couple of fixed wild warp locations.
Okay, so we missed a little bit of Leaf's game here. I'm not sure if they got the other item on the mountain. So there are two items on the kind of on the mountain. There's another item in, this is the vanilla key to prison spot. And so this spot... Okay. Now, you know what I'm wondering? We've got... Okay, so we healed the dolphin, right? And we can get on the boat as one of our warp points. If we go on the boat and talk to Kensu, will Kensu even be there? Because I don't believe either runner has checked.
Kensu won't be there yet.
Okay, Kensu won't be there. So we can't talk to him and then have access to the shelf loot.
Fairly certain that's correct, that you have to do everything as is vanilla.
Okay.
Zero just found the trade-in item, yeah. And that is the second item in Saber North. So we'll have to see if Leaf picked that up or not.
I've got to imagine they found it, but we can look at their inventory.
Yeah. Zero knows that the trade-in is just a statue. Leaf knows the exact item.
Okay, this is the spot. So Leaf's gonna get it
Oh,
now.
Yep, all these high-energy XP Medusas they can't kill.
Unfortunately, they're so the way that the random the randomized enemy weaknesses works is that the randomizer takes the number of weaknesses. So there's 4 elements, 4 swords, and each enemy is weak to some of those swords. And the randomizer takes those all the swords that are weak, and it randomizes the same number of weaknesses. So if an enemy is weak to 2 swords, they'll still be weak to 2 swords, but they won't be the same 2 swords. So the Medusas are weak to 2 swords, so there are 2 swords that they will not be weak to. And if they're not weak to them, you do no damage. It's kind of like a all or nothing thing.
Yeah, Leaf is going to the right spot. Looks like he's going to get his trade-in to then activate the shell flute to actually sail across the ocean.
Yeah, this has got to be it.
And yeah, Zero just confirmed that Hellbest 1 is not weak to...
Okay. I didn't see if Leaf actually checked that, but they might have. Okay.
Leaf is listening to what the seed is telling him.
So, we're gonna get an item on the channel here, and then we can actually go into Evil Spirit Island and get all the stuff. Well, that's the thing. So, Evil Spirit Island, when we go in, yeah, it looks like Leaf's gonna go straight in there. I mean, this is a great play.
But
they still only have 1 sword. Oh.
Oh, it's powering.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, that'll make his offense better. The other offensive weapon that really help is the Warrior Ring, where you don't have to charge to fire out your shots.
Zero's going through this very fun passage with shadows and scorpions and butterflies. Oh man. So we know that we can use the water sword to build these bridges, but the other thing is that what we don't know is there's going to be a wall, and if the wall is not a water wall that we can destroy with this sword, we're going to be stuck.
Well, they'd have to go to Oasis Cave. There's 1, possibly 2 checks in there. And then the front door of Goa. There's a 1 out of 4 chance for the water sword.
That's right, yeah. That could be it. We've also got the Oasis Cave. Yeah, so there's Oasis Cave.
Oh, good. They can make progress here.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is actually pretty big. What was that item? Some of these items, It's a what?
Iron necklace, not too useful.
Iron necklace?
Oh, is it named differently?
Yeah, I think it was different.
Alright, so Zero's just a few minutes behind Leaf. Just did his trade-in for the boat.
Okay. And notice Zero, he never got the best armor at Chiron. He's still rocking the
I don't know if he ever
armor.
went to Chiron.
That's right, yeah, I don't think he did.
Zero did make a pit stop at the Amazon.
Okay. Yeah, so there was an item there that he got. I didn't see if there was anything interesting, but...
Iron necklace, but he's gonna
Oh, iron necklace,
ring
okay.
as soon as he gets this power ring. Excellent choice.
So far, as far as the items in the Evil Spirit Island cave, we're not seeing anything
Just mimics.
interesting. We got a lot of mimics.
That they can't kill with the water sword.
That's right. It's kind of rough having only one sword sometimes, because you're kind of limited to whatever that one sword can actually hit.
Hero just got poisoned. I don't know if he's got an antidote or a bunch of leaves.
Now, okay, so we've got in Sabera's Fortress here, we can definitely get this item here. Now, the vampire in this fortress is strong against one sword, and if it happens to be the water sword, they won't be able to go past it. But assuming they can beat that vampire, they'll be able to get two items. They'll be able to get an item from the vampire. Oh, Zero taking an unfortunate death. Wow. The Psycho Shield.
Are mean.
That's one of the items you like to see, the Psycho Shield, because you equip that and now you're invulnerable to being stoned. So the Medusa and Beholder shots that can turn you to stone will no longer do that. And you can also not be paralyzed by some other enemies.
And paralyzed in this game means that you can't charge your sword or fire those shots.
Yes.
You just have stabs. So if there's any walls in your way, you can't make progress, even if you have the right sword. So Leaf doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
Zero taking a little time to level up. Not a bad idea after, dying. And Leaf also spent some time getting some extra experience. I think
he's paralyzed,
I think he's paralyzed. Yeah, he can't.
No, this condition normal, and he's got a shield that doesn't allow for paralysis. So
that's right.
Sure
okay, I'm not sure what what they're thinking. Yeah.
Just giving it more of the music in the game.
Oh.
So that's different.
Okay. It looks like everything's still fine with their game. I'm not sure what's going on.
Might be some controller issues, would be my guess.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but it's going to give some time for Zero to catch up and make this a closer race.
There we go.
All right.
Just lost a minute or so. Damage boosting into the vampire. You can make progress. There we go.
All right. Okay, so we've got this item, and we've got at least one more item, and it's a bow.
And there are 3 bows they need. The Bow of Sun and Bow of Moon unlock 2 checks, and we don't know what bow they just got. And then there's a final bow to you need to find a final boss.
That's right. Yeah. So this is good and bad news. The good news is that they've got this bow that we know they're going to need eventually. The bad news is it's not something we're going to need until the end game, and so for now they probably would have liked to have something like a warrior ring or
refresh, a magic spell.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could be useful. Another sword. Because we're still only rocking one sword here.
Yep.
But luckily, okay, so Leaf was able to get that item on that he had to cross the platform for. Let's see if we can actually beat Sabera. So Sabera transforms herself to look like the heroine, which is Leaf's sprite, and so it kind of looks like a mirror fight, but okay. Leaf is not Sabera is not vulnerable to that sword.
So Zero has another statue. Do we know where he picked that up?
Oh,
You got the zombie and
Sure.
warp right out to try to see if he's going to get a fire sword out of this.
ooh. Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
and
was
he
on.
will.
That was
He
in the.
will.
Oh, it is. Okay, I believe Leaf has it. I think it was one of the
Okay.
chests in Evil Spirit Island. So Leaf,
I missed that.
maybe just not thinking about that.
Yep, so that gets him that item that we knew was a Sword of Fire, and then access to this town of
Yeah.
Blonde, which eventually we'll have one check once we have paralysis and another trade-in.
So that's actually a plus for Zero here. He still
Uh-huh.
hasn't gone in to Evil Spirit Island to,
Well, he got to zombie.
he got the zombie, but he didn't go into the fortress. So he's still got everything in the fortress, which I don't think there was anything
Now-
that interesting though.
Now he's got an extra sword that he can try against Severa.
Okay.
that
That's
Leaf
a
did
good
not.
point, yeah. And Leaf did not check, since they didn't check Kelbest, they're going to check it now. Unfortunately, they never got that Sword of Fire, so we know that this is going to be a waste of time.
Yeah, Zero might have just taken the lead.
Okay, this might be a play just to get more herbs.
Or Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Okay, he's got the statue. So the glitch that Leaf is doing right now is a statue glitch where if you get behind a guard, they push you in the direction opposite the one you're facing. So if you're looking down, it'll push you up and into the door.
and it just happens when you're moving diagonal down and left, you're facing down, and so it pushes you up. And so you can kind of move yourself into...
And that works in that works in the vanilla game too, right?
that's right, yeah.
So
Yeah, so the big skip is that you can skip the statued people in the waterfall cave. Okay, so let's see how long it takes Leaf to realize that he's got the
ocean plays
the
the next
statue.
play.
Yeah, because that's the play. Until he realizes that Zero's going to keep making progress on.
Oh no, there's a mini hellway up there on Severa's floor with the paralyzing shadows they can't hurt. They need a bracelet to do that, and the butterflies swooping in. You gotta take one elevator.
Oh, wait, did we see Saber South yet?
Oh,
I think it
I don't
was.
remember
Was
this
it
color.
firewalls?
get him, Leaf, get him. Good job, Zero.
Okay, yeah.
What the
So-
firewall?
Nothing happening there. Oh no, Leaf.
And as soon as Zero visits Chiron, he'll get the ball of fire. Really
That's
up
right.
his,
Yeah, that's
combat.
something Zero's missing. So the armor, the benefit of armor is capped based on your level. So having a stronger armor doesn't have any bonus until you can up your level. So the fact that Zero hasn't picked up the awesome armor is actually not as big of a loss as you might think, because yeah. Okay, so let's see if the Sword of Fire hits this. Oh no, Leaf going into the Oasis Cave. I mean, they might find something here,
Yeah.
but we know that what they really need to do is put that statue on the Angry Sea.
Severa is weak to fire, so Zero will
Wow.
not need to come back here.
I mean, and this might be the progress that they need for, you know...
They still got the hazmat on, though. They haven't re-equipped their power ring.
Oh no. You know, the power ring doesn't help as much when you only have a level 1 sword. It's a lot more effective when you have 2 or 3 on your sword charge.
There he's got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like 1 point for yeah.
Victory.
So we get, we didn't get anything interesting there, but we will get.
One more check. You can also talk to that child. Oh, I thought he would tell you the.
No,
name of
there's
the, Oh, it's
Oh,
only
they'll
the
tell you
trading
the
items
name
that
of-
have new names. Yeah.
the glowing
I think-
statue. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
those
reason
names
it's
aren't
not
redone.
telling Zero the name is because Zero's already calling the Angry Sea.
Yeah, I think so. So in the
Oh, and it
vanilla
won't tell
game,
you.
you would use the glowing statue to fix the broken, or the glowing lamp to fix the broken statue. That would give you the statue of gold that calms the Angry Sea.
I see. But those names also aren't randomized, the non-trade-in items.
Yes. So there is, somewhere in our randomized pool of items here, there is a statue and a lamp that can be fixed to form some other item.
I think Leaf has gotten lost in the Oasis Cave.
Yeah, this is this is even more unfortunate. They
Took a wrong turn and everything looks the same. All the walls.
Oh,
and
no.
Oh yeah, this happens to everyone at least once in this randomizer. Oasis
Yeah.
Cave is a mess unless you've completely memorized it.
So there is one chest in the Oasis Cave that you can't reach without flight.
There we go. But he got cycle
Okay.
armor out of it, so that's armor that heals you when you
That's
hold
something.
still. We still got to get down. Hey, Bert, to calm that sea.
Okay. So did we see what Zero got from Sabera and from Clark?
From Clark, it was either fruit or flute of lime, and from Sabera, it was a medical herb.
Okay. Now
That
we
probably
have
means it
seen
was
some.
a fruit of lime, because the flute of lime would be a randomized name.
Yeah.
So
Well, we already determined that I
Yeah.
can't read good. So.
So we have seen some caves that had fire walls that can be broken with the Sword of Fire. And so we know that those are in play now. Well, for Zero at least. Oh no, I think Leaf is lost.
No, Leaf
Did you
just
realize-
called it off, and it took a while to get here.
Okay.
That's why the
I
screen
think he
looked
realized it.
paused. Yep, and he's got the statue.
Or,
with it,
yeah.
so
Yeah, I think
he's
they
making
realized
the,
it and
progress
they're
move.
yes, this is what they need to do.
Oh, and Hydra's got firewalls.
Oh, okay.
That's for Zero.
Yeah, we
right
also
now.
saw them in Saber South. Leaf visited there, and
Crystalis plant.
so Leaf is warping out instead of getting a checkpoint in Swan. That could be useful.
Is there a warp point in Saber West? Is that where they both are right now?
I don't actually. There might have been a warp point. This might be Foglamp Cave.
Okay. Yep, as you can see, Leaf has the level 2 fire sword, and it's the best of the level 2s, where it fires out multiple
Oh yeah.
hitboxes compared to Zero's level 1 sword.
this appears to be Carissa Plant Cave, actually.
Okay. Yep, that's it.
To me, they're all the Portoa caves to avoid unless I have to go there.
Yeah, so these caves are like, they don't have any bosses, but there are 2 items in Carissa Plant and 4 in Foglamp. And so, if you have a situation like this where you're missing a lot of items, we're still missing 2 swords, we don't have like flight, and there's a bunch of other items that can unlock things. And so we're pretty much, we need to find
And
something here.
And Medusas are still unkillable. Those big bags of experience. Recover, it's not necessary, but that will prevent, for Leaf at least, it'll let you cure being poisoned. Neither of them has tried Kelbest with the fire sword, right?
I don't think so, no. And I haven't seen either of them try the front door of Goa with that fire sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Leaf's gonna check out Hydra here. I think Zero
There's
already
two.
did this.
Zero didn't do this one. He did the
Oh no.
lower down tech behind the wall, and he got the
Okay.
Carissa plant, and then warped out. And here, there's 2 checks, but we can only get the one, as the other one is blocked by flight. Now Leaf is heading towards the Carissa plant. Zero finally made his way into Chiron and robbed the store owner blind of all the expensive armor.
So getting the talking to Zebu in the shrine here is a necessary trigger for triggering Carmine, or triggering the Mado 1 fight. So you can go there and... But you have
yes,
to have
but
the
like-
Thunder Sword.
But if the Gozen Ledge, that's where the Carissa plant was, right?
That's right, yeah. I think Zero got it, but Leaf did not.
I thought Leaf just got it. That might
Oh,
be-
okay.
Yeah, Leaf just got it while we were talking
Okay.
about what Zero was doing.
He is selling all his expensive stuff, and so now he will never have to worry about money again this seed.
Okay, so Leaf noticing that they did go in this cave before. I think they saw it was a firewall, and so they know they'll be able to get some progress here.
And they'll have access to 2 checks after that one. And then 1 check is blocked behind a flute, and then if you were to thaw or unparalyze these other 2 people, they would tell you potentially what's in the fog lamp or Carissa plant caves based upon most important item.
Yeah, it's sort of a circuitous type of algorithm for how this actually...
Yeah,
And-
I tried to understand it, and I'm like, if it doesn't say treasure, I need to go digging. Because treasure
Yeah.
means junk.
That's right. And the main reason is just because trade-in items are so valuable. You can, if you trade in something, there's a good chance it could be something important. So, if you get a hint for like anything, then it means that there could be a trade-in item too. So,
Yeah, and
okay,
that can
magic
block
ring,
your
nothing.
fast sword.
Zero's going the other way. If you have flight, you can cross that river there, but we do not yet.
Well,
so,
not according to one of our racers yesterday or the day before. I forget which.
oh right, yeah. We had a racer come in here with flight and
Got all their steps
forgot
in.
that they had it.
This might have been an hour and a half into the race, and you're just looking for the last item.
That's a key.
That-
That could be.
Patrick, I was trying to be polite and not name names.
Okay, so which keys have we seen? We haven't seen any keys, I don't believe, have
I've
we?
seen none of them. So we have either access to Stixie, the windmill cave, or if we went and could kill Telvest with the fire sword, we could open up his door, and there's 1 check behind him.
Yeah. Okay, which key are you hoping it is?
I'm gonna go with Stixie. Never Stixie.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping we see a Stixie play with no barrier, no flight.
And they have the psycho armor, so they can just sit there and heal.
Yeah, it takes a little while, but what's okay? Leaf's gonna check. He's gonna check the windmill the windmill. See if that's the key. Let's see what Zero.
And doing the
Looks
same
like
thing.
Zero has the same idea. Okay. You know, if you get a key real early in the game, it's almost always this because you've got access. But okay,
And it was windmill.
and it was the windmill.
Yeah.
We didn't have any warp points inside this cave, so this is our first look inside.
That is correct. There's one check at the front entrance.
Yes.
Then there are 3 checks you can do if you don't have the matching sword. And there's 3 more. Yeah, if you do have the
That's right. Yeah.
sword inside for the wall.
That was teleport.
Right. Oh yeah. What I do here is I save the game, teleport to Brynmire, check the back exit.
Oh,
If they don't have
That's
the sword,
clever,
they're gonna
yeah.
have to walk all the way back. So they don't have the sword. That's a thunder wall. They have to go back to Leaf and then walk all the way to get the first 3 checks that are not behind any thunder walls. Zero
Leaf
made a
didn't
detour
save,
to,
but
Zero made a detour to talk to Zebu, get his sleeping guard to appear.
Thing is that we don't have that. We still don't have the alarm flute, so
Yeah, we're still missing 3 of the 4 flutes.
okay. Now, what is Leaf thinking here? Okay,
Either,
I think they're
yeah, they just
okay.
I think they
Now
were
I got it.
looking at. They were checking.
So
their
if you
phone
go-
messages.
If you go in the once you've opened the windmill entrance, it also blows up the wall in the back, which goes right to Brynmare. But the thing is that back entrance, there's a wall right in front of it, and we saw the wall. It's thunder. We can't break it. So, but if we go in the front entrance, even if we can't break the walls, we can still get 3 items, and so that's what Leaf is going to be doing here.
Did Zero ever get recover?
Oh, I'm not sure. Oh no, I guess he does because he's got to
Oh,
request.
the A button.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's pretending like he doesn't because he's getting poisoned every 5 steps.
Refresh. That's pretty nice.
Nifty. Doesn't look like there was any progress here.
There was
Yeah,
also a
that's
flame
interesting.
bracelet in there, which is real nice.
I
Yeah,
missed that. Thank you.
it was the storm bracelet for Tornell on the mountain, though.
Yes, it was.
Okay, it
But
looks like
the
Leaf
bracelet is-
realized that they might have a chance at Sabera here. They're gonna go and do it.
They will be right.
So at this point, we're thinking progress.
Kelbest
think of the
1
same-
or
Kelbest
Frontal
1.
Or I don't know if Leaf checked the wall in Oasis.
Oh yeah, I would think Goa maybe with 2 swords and a lot of stuff checked.
They have a warp point somewhere on Saber North, so I would go check. LB for fire weakness.
That's a good plan. Yeah, I mean it's only 1 item though, but it's
We're
still
about to see,
it's a fight you have to get
uh,
done.
Leaf, if they charge up their sword, will absolutely melt. Okay, or they just stab a lot.
Yeah. So in the randomizer, your sword's attack power is based on the charge level. So if you have the charge level 3, then your sword's attack power, even for the stabs or the level 1 and 2 shots, is powered up. And Leaf getting the fruit of lime. Sorry. Thanks, Clark. We love you, Clark.
Front of Goa was fire. So Zero going to Goa, which has 4 levels.
Yes. And
And
those
several-
levels are in randomized order.
Yep.
And it looks like right away we get Sabera 2.
Yep. And we cannot defeat her
Neither of our swords. Wow.
Yep, so
Leaf's gonna get the same news here.
Zero getting back
like-
his health.
Yeah. I guess Zero's gonna check the power ring spot. I mean, we're getting kind of low on checks here.
Yeah, between the two runners, they've done a thorough job of everything that's open with their two swords and no flight.
So for a quick comparison, you can look at that DL number in their stats, and that is it's like a difficulty level. It goes up every time you get a key item. And so you can see Leaf has picked up something that Zero didn't get, but it looks like Zero might get it right here. I think that's
Psycho
some
armor
sort of
count
power-up.
as a key item, because that's what Zero's getting.
Yeah. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
there
so
it goes
now
up to
they're
19.
all caught up.
Yeah, these runners are pretty tied. I think they have equal information. Neither's tried Kalbesk again with the fire sword. Zero's going to learn if he can break the wall here. This is where Leaf got lost.
Looks like Zero knows his way.
I think
Leaf
took
is getting
first bridge.
they've broken the opal a couple times and they reset. They need to use a medical herb and like heal themselves.
They have refresh too, don't they?
That's right, they've got refresh, yeah, so there's no...
Sometimes you run these seeds and you just completely blank on what you have.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be, if you're gonna be resetting every time you break an opal, you probably want to heal yourself and not, keep your HP
So
that low.
when you reset, you also lose your any experience points you gained.
Yes.
It looks like Zero's climbing up Saber North. Always
Okay,
a
so
bad
both
feeling when you have
runners-
to go through caves that have already got the walls destroyed, because it means you're doing it twice. Yeah, so there had to be a higher warp point, because Leaf is now ahead of Zero.
Yeah.
They are one room away from each other. Now they're in the same room.
Did they-
If Kalbesk is not weak to this, I am stuck as to where they should go next. Okay.
And he's not.
Oh no!
Wow.
This is the worst
Okay.
feeling.
So the front...
Aw.
Let's see. Okay, did we saw the power ring spot?
Yep. That
Was Zero
wall did
able to
not
get the
break.
power ring spot?
So,
Okay, so what else is open?
Saber West. Saber West was Fire Sword.
Saber
wasn't it?
West, that's right. We haven't
Yeah.
seen Saber West.
That's where Leaf is heading. Or he's going to
Okay.
Amazon. I don't know if they've been to Amazon yet. But yeah, they got the iron necklace they have. That is correct, Tornell. Sabira 2 was a double dink.
Yep. Yeah, so they were able to go into the front of Goa, but they ran right into Sabera 2, and she did not like either of the swords they had.
And they're both racers going to the same exact spot. They knew it before we did of where to go next.
That's right, yeah, our next big progress is going to be another sword. Oh, that's speed guns. Nice.
Yep, so
And
those let
both
you run
runners are
faster.
gonna... Yeah, both runners got it, so this is good for getting an even race.
Yeah, I call these the running into enemies boots, because I just go too fast and I can't stab quick enough, and I'm just, well, ow, ow, ow. There's a thunder orb.
That is interesting because we know that that Tornell on the top of the mountain wants the
Yeah.
Thunder Bracelet.
And there's two more checks before we have to talk to him. So we could potentially have all of the thunder upgrades here, and then he gives us like a sword for having it.
And you know what? You know what else the speed boots mean? That means we can get to the tornado bracelet spot.
Yeah, there's
I
one
bet there's
check
going to
in
be
here that
something
has
there. I bet.
that has a
I
little
bet that's
ice.
going to be the Yeah,
Oh,
I bet that's going to
gross.
be the tornado bracelet.
You have to remember it's near the beginning, and you have to have either flight, rabbit boots, or speed boots to get up a little ice slide.
Leaf, heal yourself.
He made it. He made it. All right,
Okay,
let's
that
see if
wasn't
Leaf
it.
warps right back to Bryn Mawr. See if they realize what you realized, or they might be walking there.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know what's
do they
actually
not care
faster.
about their opal?
Or the losing a check, or losing their progress here because there's no checkpoint at this point since entering.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Okay,
they're gonna
well-
they're walking down.
Okay, I think they realize it. Yeah.
They're gonna take the
But
big
Zero-
slide down.
Oh, and Zero didn't realize it.
Nope. Say wee. And yep. There's that mini. Oh, you can't go sideways, Leaf. You gotta go straight up. There you go. Oh no,
Oh.
don't do that. He's got his teleport on his menu by an accident. I've never done that before. Alright. I'll need to psychically tell Leaf to heal.
I mean, they're carrying around a bunch of herbs, and they've got refresh.
Yeah, there's just no reason to be, Oh, even better than the, bracelet.
All right. There's the Sword of Thunder. So that means... So we saw thunder walls in one cave. We could be beating up... We could beat some of the bosses with it. We could also... and also, it'll allow us to trigger the Mado 1 fight.
He's gonna do the massacre right now by going in front of this statue.
Yeah. So let's see if they decide to just go straight to that fight. Okay, yeah, they're going to do it. Oh, maybe they're
They're gonna
going
go
to
heal
heal
at the
here
end.
first.
Yeah. Because everybody in Chiron is dead. There's no more store, there's no more inn. On Zero just running around, not remembering that one check.
So now it's Zero's turn to let Leaf gain some ground here. That's how a lot of these races have been. Like, you know, one runner, totally spaces the important spot and lets the other one catch up or get further ahead. Because these are like, the flags here are so complicated.
Beto just trolling Leaf with his fire triple. So close.
Leaf's out of MP, and so his
There we go.
fire storm attack isn't. Oh no!
Down goes Mado 1.
By the way, how is Stom?
He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine, yeah.
As long as you don't talk to him, he's not dead. I think Leaf was trying to wild warp right now and still has the So you can wild warp in two different directions. You do it by was it select in B and A?
That's right, yeah.
If
you hit
you do
B
B first, you go one way.
warp
If
in
you
one
press A
direction.
first- yeah. And he was trying to go one direction with A first, but he
Yeah.
fell on
He
that
also had
button.
teleport equip, and so it
Yeah.
was giving him a ding because he didn't have any MP. Okay, so Zero.
The
Looks like he's climbing back up the mountain to take on.
this is, Zero is, yeah.
Not sure what he's thinking here.
I think he's checking spots he's already done.
Oh no, this is bad.
Yeah. Keith is in Windmill Cave.
That's right. We saw the thunder walls here. This is a good play. Leaf realized right away. Oh, there's 3 items here we can get.
Oh, this might be a bust, and since he had a 3rd sword, it might have been worth going into Goa. Because those you have to do, the Goa bosses, to beat the game. Or, he can get a key that might be necessary to win the game. So, what do I know?
Okay, so that key, it's one of 2 other keys. It's either the key to Stixie or the key to prison.
Key. Yep. But Zero's finally making his move. He's gonna go get his Thunder Sword from the
Alright.
slope.
So that key's gotta be our next progress, I guess. Although I don't believe we checked Sabera 2. Let's see what Leaf decides to do.
Or did we check Kelbesk 1? So Zero's about, 4 minutes behind?
That's probably about right, yeah.
So he's definitely still in this game.
Okay, looks like we're gonna get check on Sabera here.
Yeah, weak to Thunder, so... If Zero has to go right now, he could be pretty much tied with Leaf. And that's what he's doing. Or he's doing the massacre. Oh, as Code Gorilla put in chat, yeah, there's a sword charge glitch that Leaf is doing right now. Looks like he's struggling with it, where you can transfer the charge of a higher sword. So the fire sword has level 3. You can do a glitch to get that charge onto any other sword. What you do is, you save your game with the level 3 charge sword. Oh, but he's not doing it right. There, he did it. And so when he comes in, they'll be able to lightning bolt Sabera 2, where Zero's just using the level 2 charge. As long as Leaf doesn't hit the menu, they'll keep their level 3 charge. Flashing lights warning, by the way.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
sorry for not saying that earlier.
It takes 40 MP and Leaf only had, but that having that level 3 charge will increase the power of his other attacks, even if he doesn't use the lightning. So it's going to help him get this fight done faster.
Yeah, Leaf kept the speed boots equipped, so if they had the power ring, it would have done more damage. But I think Zero have the power ring on. And yeah, so even though Leaf came in this fight after Zero, Leaf finished the fight first.
Okay, so Leaf is we look like we're neck and neck, but remember Leaf took out Mado 1, and they also went into the windmill cave, and they got that key, which could be important. So but not going further. Did we check the wall though?
Yes, we did, because it's wind, so they are...
Oh no, okay.
Stuck in, I believe the answer to that, Cornell, is Code rolled the seed.
Wow. Okay, so at least Leaf remembered that there are thunder walls here in the fog lamp cave, which we had a wild warp spot to from the beginning.
Not only did Zero talk to Stom, he made sure his body disappeared.
Okay, so where are you hoping the next progress is, Chris?
I'm telling you, they gotta go up and defeat Kelbest 1, and Leaf
Okay,
probably
okay.
has the key to prison.
Oh, okay. And that'll be something.
Yep, or it's not.
I'm hoping for Stixie. I want to see a Stixie play.
Never Stixie. Not until you have flight.
Never Stixie?
You have flight. There are 6 checks in Stixie, and 3 of them are behind flight.
That's why I see them have to do it early, have to do it now. But Zero going through Windmill Cave here, so he'll be caught up on some of these checks, except for
Yeah.
unfortunately
Foglamp
Leaf
Cave.
not finding anything. It's been all junk here in the Foglamp Cave as usual.
There's also, because they got the Thunder Sword, they could check the Power Ring spot again. So they're back to the same number.
Warrior
Was
Ring.
that Warrior Ring I saw?
That was the Warrior Ring. That's a nice
Yeah.
pickup.
That'll be
The only
good for
problem
bosses.
is, yeah. So the only problem is that
already
we've got the speed boots, and you're going to want to use those almost all the time when you're walking around. And then when you get to the bosses, you're probably going to want to use the power ring. So at this point, the warrior ring is like, maybe if you're in a passageway and you want to grind a bit, you can do it. But
They can defeat the Medusas now. And Zero coming right behind using the Foglamp Cave. Oh, maybe just
Okay.
one check though.
oh,
Oh, he just bailed. Okay. Oh, he
So
was
wait.
poisoned and only had
Leaf hadn't checked this yet.
Leaf got lost
Oh,
between picking up the Psycho.
yeah. That's what I was wondering. But he eventually did find the chest across the way.
Yeah, they found
He
that.
found
and
both the
then
spots.
they-
Yeah.
He took the first river spot instead of the second
Okay.
one. And so they haven't checked any of the swords.
Zero's making the Stixie check that I was talking about. You know, he always talks about it when that last race that he and I were commentating together. He was kind of like, I want to see them go to Stixie. I want to see Stixie. He's gonna so he's putting his
listening
routing
to
where
it.
his mouth is.
Listening to
Yeah.
his past self. And the power ring spot was just a magic ring.
So we'll find out here. Which key is this? And it's not Stixie.
And I was right. Go to Kelbest 1.
Yup. Okay, you had it.
Oh, he's doing it. Except there's
There's
a wild
no doubt.
North
That's
point
got to be it. Yeah.
That's closer. So Zero's taking the long way up the mountain. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he does remember.
Oh, he's taking a death. Oh
Relief.
no. Yeah, I mean, pretty basic. Just, keep your HP up, because dying is not good in this game.
I don't think there's such thing as a death warp in this game.
No. Real early on, when we found the sword charge glitch, some people, someone else had found the sword charge glitch before me, and they thought that you had to die to activate it, because if you, so you save your game with the sword charge glitch. Instead of resetting, you actually, take a death. You just have to find some enemies and, kill yourself. Yeah. And that works, but it's a lot faster to reset.
You just reset.
Yeah. So yeah, out of the glitches in this game, let's see, someone else found that sword charge glitch. I was the one who found out you could do it with reset. Let's see, someone else found Ghetto Flight and Statue. I was the one who found some of the saber skips.
There goes Kelbest 1. Thunder Sword for the win. Oh, but Leaf is right behind him.
Wow, what a race.
Yeah, Leaf didn't check Stixie. I'm guessing flight. Oh, sort of wind. There we go.
That's all 4
go.
swords.
Yep, so that means Go was wide open. I'd say it was kind of a nice seed that you didn't get stuck halfway through Goa and have to go get all your swords. It slammed the door on you right away. They are seconds within each other.
Wow.
Great race. And so for items, they still need 2 more bows and flight in order to beat the game. Those might be behind traded items or might be in Stixie, which would require another key.
So Sabera's area here, there are 3 items, and since we've got all the swords, we know we can blow away the wall. There's an opal to replace the one that... I guess Leaf blew their opal, but Zero still had his, so...
Leaf
now
died
he
recently,
has
so
2.
they were out of opals.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Leaf's gonna pick up another one here.
Don't leave that behind, Leaf. Zero just did a little dance around the chest, so you don't know which of these chests are mimics, where they come alive as soon as you touch them. But we do know that if it is a mimic, it always jumps moving upwards. And so the strategy is to always approach the chest from the bottom. Zero did a little bit too much of a circle and ended up approaching it from the top, and it, of course, was a mimic. Oh, and Leaf burned his opal after getting turned into a slime.
That's an unfortunate death, wow.
Yeah.
And it's so hard when you've got a, race situation and your nerves are up and...
Yeah, they're past the hour mark.
That was flight.
Flight. Yep.
Okay, that opens up everything else. So the thing is, we're missing 2 bows. So we've got to beat the rest of the bosses and let's see. So that's 3 more bosses in Goa here.
Yep. So this is
and then
4.
yes,
Zero's on, and then yeah, all the checks are open now, except for Stixie. Have to find a key for that first. But normally in flight that blocks check up Hydra, a check in the Oasis Cave, and it gets access to the last town.
Yeah, so that's the main thing. We can actually... So there's another boss in the desert, and then the final area in the desert, so we can actually get there.
What's the town, though, in the desert area?
Oh, the town of Sahara.
Sahara, thank you. But yeah, and inside of the...
no!
Oh no, Leaf!
Yeah, you gotta be careful here. Did they find the sacred shield anywhere? No, yeah, Leaf checking here. So,
Yeah.
the Psycho Shield doesn't protect you from the Nooper beam there that turns you into a slime. But the Sacred Shield does. Leaf just having a tough time here. This is a key execution section, being able to make that bridge and cross it without getting shot.
Yeah, Leaf also wants to preserve that opal, because he could have let himself get killed, and then...
Oh, I think he let his opal die, okay.
Oh, that was the first time.
The first time, yeah.
He just didn't reset. He was like, nope, I want that opal statue. And I just missed what Zero picked up.
Oh no! So
That's
It was a
Magic
magic
when you...
ring.
Okay. So when you hit diagonal down and left, you face down and you face down, and that won't get you facing left to shoot across the bridge. And so, hopefully, okay.
Zero was showing us his excitement about finding the key to Stixie finally. I'm sure he's looking forward to that trip if he has to. Oh my goodness, these robots. So this hallway can be especially hellacious. In the vanilla game, it's full of
shadows and
wings,
butterflies.
And you don't have flight, so you have to take the slow-moving elevators across each and every gap. And anything that
they
can
do have flight, and they can fly across, but it looks like Zero kind of let
just fell. Yeah,
he let go of the button. Yeah. Okay, he's not going to make...
over an hour. Their fingers are tired.
Yeah.
Oh, Leaf chose the wrong path there.
Oh no.
They realized their mistake. There's Mado 2, a much faster and more irritating version. So at this point, the warrior ring could be useful. You just fire out multiple projectiles and hope Mados eventually collides with them.
I could see either way, because it's well, I guess with the projectiles, since it is thunder, it's pretty easy to hit them with the attack.
Worth noting, it's a bit irrelevant for Zero because Zero never picked up that warrior ring.
Yeah. Right.
But there, Leaf just warrior ring down Hellbesk 2 and activate the machine gun mode.
Leaf does need to check all the chests in this area. There's quite a few. Because we need to find...
Zero.
Both runners are probably thinking right now, where are those bows? And we know, since we're watching both of them, we know that neither of them has an advantage in that area.
This is an extremely tight race. And there's the tornado bracelet. Zero. Now we're on the what's Carmine's floor.
Yes. So there are a bunch of items, there's a lot of items in this area. So there's 5 items in this spike pit, and then we've got, whatever Carmine themselves has. And
so far we're 2 mimics in.
That's right. Carmine's mimic pit.
Yep. And they don't have to do the back end of this, which is just a little waste of time. Because that'll just take them to the Oasis, the back of Oasis, which is a long thing. Instead, they can go to Oasis directly and fly over the river for one more check. 2 consumables and 2 mimics. And who knows?
So where do you think the bows are going to be, Chris?
Well, at this point, if you're going for density, you gotta choose Stixie, because that's 6 checks.
That's a good point, yeah. I say 1 bow in Stixie, and Bow of Truth in the crypt.
The crypt itself, yeah.
Or maybe like a trade-in or something in the crypt.
Well, I was gonna say because Stixie has so many items, it's not gonna be in Stixie.
Oh, okay.
The game knows, the seed knows. Come on, Zero. There we go. Excellent work.
The top of the mountain? That's another spot, yeah? We could see that. On that Tornell guy?
They still don't have the Thunder Bracelet, though.
Yeah, we don't know where that is.
Stixie. So it looks like Zero's going to the back of Oasis Cave just to finish off all those 2 checks.
Or okay, he's gonna go to Oasis first instead of
Yeah.
going to. Okay.
I mean, I understand this because it's like, yeah, that's useless at this point.
Because we've still got, Dragon 1, and there's 3
That's
items
true.
there in the pyramid.
I don't know. I understand this thinking if you're like, I just finished Goa, let me not forget the things at the end of Goa.
Okay.
And there's a flute. So that could either be an insect flute, which is 1 check, an alarm flute, which is eventually 2 checks, but only 1 open right now. Or the flute of lime, which is 1 check. Oh, he also hadn't gotten this magic ring yet in the power ring spot.
Okay, so what's... No, okay, he's probably gonna walk out and then go to Dragon 1 and Sahara.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Did we see what Slime Kensu wanted?
Slime Kensu wanted a statue, a strange statue. I think he could.
Okay.
So yeah, they could potentially have to redip Goa just for that single.
That would be fun.
I want to go to bed early, so I don't want it to be that. Oh no, slimed. Leaf got slimed by
Oh, we're gonna have to ask Leaf about how much he likes being a slime.
Oh yeah, this has been a terrible slime fest of a Goa.
The Carmine can be real easy if you have the barrier spell. You can just walk right up to him, block his shots, and stab him real fast. But when you have to kind of get these shots off, it can take a little while. He does have a completely scripted pattern, and so if you know his pattern, like you can, it's a free fight.
Yeah,
but you have to, juke around a little
speed
bit.
boots. If they had on the power ring or the warrior ring, they could finish his. Sure.
Oh no, Leaf. Leaf's struggling a little bit with this fight.
Yep.
Okay, Zero taking on Dragon 1. See if this is another fight that is also like scripted and pretty easy. And it looks like Zero is going to use a fire attack that's going to just nail it in one shot. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the game developers kind of forgot about iframes.
That's right, yeah. So he has no iframes. Most enemies have 8 iframes every time you get a hit in. But not that guy.
So every frame
hits
he's in the
are
fire,
completely
he
different.
burns.
Yeah.
There we go. Leaf defeating.
So yeah, Leaf needs to get out there and play some more shooting games. They
Did
need
you
to
see
play
Axe, the item that was dropped by there's a certain shield that might prevent slimification.
Oh.
And
Oh,
even
that's
better, the
terrible.
item behind Carmine was barrier.
Wow.
The seeds got jokes. Zero's going to Stixie. So now we're on a bow hunt.
That's
Still
right.
anyone's game.
Okay. So where does Leaf go next?
Oh, excuse me.
Zero is a boss ahead. He's beaten Dragon 1 and gone to Sahara. So that's a nice
and cleared out Oasis Cave, but it didn't have anything. Oh, it had the.
That's right, yeah.
It had the
Unfortunately,
key
we
to
got a
Stixie.
freeze on
It had
Leaf's
the-
stream here.
Yeah, so key to Stixie, we'll find out if it was necessary. If it's not here, then progress would have to be, I think, up Hydra.
Oh, there's our storm bracelet
But Hydra's got
Did-
one more check.
and a
Oh my
statue.
goodness. Dixie's loaded.
Well,
I'm hoping for dead ends.
yeah, that's the thing. We're getting trade-ins, but it's not the item that we know we need.
Yeah, so I'm hoping the bow they have is the bow of moon, the bow of suns on top of Hydra, and then the bow of truth is in the crypt.
I hope Leaf's still doing okay. We've got some sort of technical difficulty here.
Yeah, the stream still seems to be up on Leaf's end. I can pull it up in Twitch.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm gonna reach out for some help.
And what do we find in Stixie? Warp boots.
So 2 warp boots on this side so far. And 2 pairs of warp boots. The left side
Oh,
is
there's
all-
our yeah. So there's 3 opals in the game, and I think we found all of them now.
So Zero's in Saber. No, this is Hydra. He's doing the Hydra check. Oh, there's a second bow.
Oh, in the vanilla spot, huh?
Yep, and so that might give them. Those might be the first 2 bows they need. And the third
That's
bow,
right.
there's 2 items in the crypt behind
man.
the.
Is my prediction going to come
statues.
true? Will we see the last bow in the crypt?
Answer is maybe. As both Zero and Leaf seem to be paused. Oh, Zero's going again. Let's see what bows we have.
Okay, that's 2 bows. Okay, so Zero's going to make a check.
It is not the right bow. So we have the bow of truth and the bow of unknown either. So Crypt is going to be a bust.
Wow. Okay, so
this
Kensu in
point-
Swan. The Bugle.
So we've got 3 out of the 4 flutes. We're also missing change.
Oh, and we did get telepathy at some point, so Zero going to cash in on that.
Maybe 2 checks from that. Zero expressing his frustration on the poor innocent child.
He's just a kid, don't... The synthesize... Okay. So that's
they
one of
do
our
not
hints.
They do not have that flute. They have the alarm flute and the flute of lime. That's currently 2 more checks.
Okay. We need only 1 bow. Oh, and Tracker, we know that Zero has the bow of truth and one of the other bows.
Same for Leaf then. I presume.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment. I've been watching Leaf's stream, and they have picked up the bow that was on the top of Mount Hydra as well. And I believe they also already did the oak checks.
Think you could.
Oh, Leaf's heading into Crypt.
So the first alarm flute check was just a consumable.
Now we're going to... Oh, okay. The Flute of Lime on Stone Akahana. Okay. Leaf's making a play for Tornell on the mountain. Is the Storm Bracelet, and we've got it. I think so. I thought we had Storm Bracelet.
Yeah, we picked that up. Oh.
It might be one of the things that happened off screen.
It was behind, that's a trade-in item
there's
for
the
Slime
strange
Kensu.
statue. Yeah. Wow. How awesome would it be if we had to go back for that?
It would be very awful.
Okay, Zero's thinking here. Where haven't we gone? Oh. We don't have a lamp. I think Zero's gonna make the play here. We did see Leaf do it, and it didn't have anything.
No, actually, Metric was right. Leaf did not have the Storm Bracelet when they went back up. So we actually still don't know what Tornell has.
Okay.
Yes, Matrick, the Storm Bracelet was in the right side of Stixie.
Okay, Leaf's going into Stixie now. So they'll get their Storm Bracelet, and they'll get a couple of these other trade-ins too. I think Zero's getting a little flustered here. He is sort of flailing around.
Heal, Zero, heal.
The eyeglasses! Okay. Well, that's
more check.
something.
Uh-oh.
Uh...
Oh, that's not great.
They're restarting something. You get Leaf's stream back. So
are we still live on the Twitch?
now that's a good question. I don't know the answer to.
We are attempting to fix the stream. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, we are live. Cool. Hello, everyone.
Yay. Bear with us for technical